used to wear my hair like that. But you know, I don't feel the hair on my scalp anymore. No, I don't know why I'm sharing that with anybody. But you know, I was so crazy when I was young. I complain about my kids. I shaved my hair on the side. I had a mohawk.
Oh, I bet it looked good.
You look
No,
like that
it
girl
was so
from.
erotic.
You remember the girl from Bow Wow Wow? That was fucking hot.
No.
I know that looked.
You shave your head, it
remember
feels
Bow Wow
different.
Wow?
It feels so
Oh,
different.
right. The girl from Bow Wow
I
Wow.
mean, but this is up here, so
She
you
was
can really
English.
see this.
Like, remember that lady that was at the
And I tape it.
Mike last
I'll
night?
put it right here so they can't miss it.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody can
Yelling
miss
at her,
it.
talk dirty to me. I love it when an English woman
Very
talks
nice
dirty.
suit.
Now you
On
can
your
see
knees, you
good.
filthy Irish peasant.
You got some good
Johnny
knowledge.
B's
Yeah,
doing his
they
thing,
enjoyed it.
getting things going on.
I should probably get going around like 8 or so, if that's okay.
All right, so you have something pending. Got it. And you will be leaving June. I'm so sorry. What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica Sunda. How are you?
Great, how are you?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
Alright.
I mean, like, the most fucked up shit happens to me for no apparent reason. Like, really, none. My neighbor, I have a neighbor that she's a pathological liar. And so much so that she says to me all the time, please, my mother is sick. You make lie on me. My mother's sick. Her mother died years ago. Just because you kept the handicap placard isn't bringing her back. So what she does is she causes these floods in my apartment, and she keeps telling me, you make lie on me. The water travel goes higher, higher. No, it doesn't go higher. It's not a monsoon. And she had the toilet down on her marble, but she didn't seal it, because, you know, they're like marble. But you have to seal it, because that means you've been pissing on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that happened. I had to move from my house for a year. 1 year. 6 months in a hotel, which you're going to say, so what, they paid for everything. Bullshit. They want the paper receipt. Can you imagine me keeping shit in order like that? Paper receipts. Can you imagine? I'm going losing my mind, eating in the hotel every night. I loved it. But I did meet some people. If you guys ever need a short stay, I recommend, this is the place where, I was going to say Freddie Mercury, but it was Freddie Prinze. Yeah, and every time there was a maid that came there and said, you're a comedian, you know, Freddie Prinze died in that room. Freddie Prinze died in that room. And I was like, okay, as long as Freddie Prinze isn't here with me. But, and then when you have people to pick you up, they think you live there. It's funny how people think you can have money. Isn't that funny? And how you could think guys have money. I don't know who I was telling, but I couldn't believe that there was a guy renting a car to see me. Isn't that sad? He had a little Datsun B210, and he would rent a Mercedes to see me. But it would not be the Mercedes I would like, so we don't have anything in common. I hate that little shoebox that came out. I'm not like that, by the way. Let me tell a true story.
But it was wrong, Mercedes.
No, no. I had somebody in a terrible car accident, and that's how he lived, and I remembered that. You know how your parents that remember, if he didn't have that Mercedes. My father, you know, fucking Guineas, like Italians love Cadillacs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he always had a Cadillac, my father, right? But I got in a car accident on Sunset Boulevard. I got in a car accident. I was being careful, and the car on the right went, and the car on the left went. It was a green light, and then I went, and I got T-boned. So hard, and I had to climb out of the window of my car. Okay, and I love this truck. I know you guys call it VH1 SUVs, but I call it SVU. But lucky I call it STD. At the rate I'm going. Do you remember STD was the Racer's Edge, and they couldn't put that up anymore?
Right.
Right? Do you remember when AIDS was a candy?
Oh, yeah, the AIDS-reducing plan.
It was an AIDS. Listen, tell them.
The AIDS-reducing plan. Yes, it was. There were
Yes, it
candies that
was.
you ate as a meal replacement to lose weight. The AIDS-reducing.
You took one of these candies and you were like, it was like, you would see everybody's mother coming to pick them up from school saying, oh, is my child ready yet? Insanity when you go to a Catholic school. Why? Because you can't fit that beanie on your head. You try, but you got hair like you and I, and the beanie doesn't go. Now somehow I want to turn down the volume on that without shutting it off. I never learned how to use a boombox. You think I could use a phone?
They're user-friendly.
Thank you. Is that? Because there might be some feedback. If there's any way that you guys could be kind enough to leave a review, say something nice.
Where do we do that?
Don't be, I guess on Yelp, don't be like my other student. Listen, I had a student who paid and didn't come back to class, okay? She would not come to perform. Every time it was a new excuse. And what I used to do, like a jerk, I would let you do 3 classes again, so you'll be ready for the show. The 3rd time is not a charm, okay? Long story short, I get my hair done. This is how we do to get our hair done when we're black. We look and just trying to see anybody olive skin, even like close to brown, for that to get my hair done. And I said, oh, black guy, got it, right? And he said to me, I'm not really used to doing this type of hair. And I was like, oh, okay. Needless to say, he did it and took out my hair. It was horrible what happened. Okay, let's go back to Yelp. This girl writes this thing about me. I picked up the phone and called her. I called Yelp, by the way, on the phone. I go, I don't know why she would do this. She's a nice girl. And and the man says, you're speaking to Yelp. And we have an email. I said, I'm talking to you now. Why would I hang up the phone to email Yelp if I'm talking to you now, right? Then she gets a divorce. And I said to her, when she said, my husband's a hairdresser, and he works at Beat Bop Bo. I was like, oh, God, it was the worst. I was telling her I got my hair done. It was her husband who did my hair. This was before the negative Yelp review. I got to get this Yelp review off. I've insulted the entire family already. You understand what I'm saying? Insulted, but not worse than my husband, who is terribly worse, by the way. He went to my friend's house, not to digress, picks up one of the 2-year-old twins and says, wee! And dropped the kid on the fucking floor. This is a bad night, okay? And the kid's stunned. He's stunned. It's a Persian house. It's marble. The kid's head has a big ball coming out. And my husband goes, no, it's okay. He liked it. And I was like, he didn't like it. So I don't know how I digressed to that story. It's about making mistakes. And I forgot, so we have to go back to the hair mistake and how this happened. They get a divorce, and she tells him. Sunda said she never liked the way you did her hair anyway. What? Yes! And you can't do that in the black hair community because you don't know. You can get burned on the tip of your ear by accident. Y'all don't understand what that's like, because going to school with white kids was very different, because they would be like, why do you have burn marks on the side of your face? And I was like, I was getting my hair done. Because they'd freak out and they'd be, oh my God, Sunda's mother took a comb in the fire and did her hair. I was like, that's to get my hair straight. White girls were no different. They always had the puff up in the middle because they could only iron to the... I've done it. I've ironed it. I've shaved it. I've done it all. And I want to tell you that this is an amazing place here, and I would really appreciate some help in some kind of way. I want to just tell you, Wes, I appreciate you for coming here. Please, a round of applause for these people that don't have to be here, live far away, and do a lot. And I also want to say... just thanks for understanding that sometimes I lose it because I got to deal with a lot of stuff, masturbating amputee hasn't been here for a while. I think he's got a handle on it, but I'm not sure. And I can't even believe that the cop made a joke to me and said, look, it's you people who want to take money from the cops and defund us. I said, wrong one. We're the first ones to call the cops. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Puerto Rican black people in Pasadena? I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to call this our personal bodyguards. That's what we use them for, and I love them. And I love this place as well because you guys make it happen. And maybe after the show, during the show, somehow, some way, I would like for you guys to say something nice about the place. You don't have to mention me by name. This is under the umbrella of many things. With this, we get the opportunity to turn on the air conditioning. That we get the yes, and we get the opportunity to turn on the air conditioning to my right. And whoever has, I know you're new to me, you don't know what the fuck's going on, but you're right. Don't worry about it. I've been doing this. If ever you guys, have to host and things happen, we all try to work together and we have to learn the system because one day you're going to do your own room, man, and you got to learn now. Like he said, he did it, I did it. When people don't give you a chance, you make your own chance. You do your own thing. Don't ever let them tell you no, ever. No, don't let them do that. Especially when you're a woman. They're going to tell you they already have a woman on the set. Now I want to see what they're going to do with the transgender thing. All right? Because I'm going to go on the male night and see what happens. Is it on anything? So we got to pull them together like this, right? Pinch in on the bottom, right? Just pinch the 2 in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's on. Beautiful. Now you just gotta learn how to shut it off. You know how? Like this, right?
Unpinch.
Like this again.
Keep it tight.
Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Listen, I had a C-section. And it's funny, they call it a C-section. They should call it a B-section. It looks like a bayonet wound. So I'm trying these, I know, right? She's funny. Sometimes she comes out with a joke. That's amazing, isn't it? Amazing. I went to the pharmacy because I was trying to take care of myself. And I asked the pharmacist if he had cotton balls. And he looked at me and he says, what do I look like, a teddy bear? That was another joke. You see what I did there? 1, 2, 3 Scholastic Book Services. And so, without hesitation, as always, if you guys need any tickets to Laugh Factory in Vegas, you'll let me know. And if you need a copy of anything of a tape, let me know with Wes. We are working on, have a seat, baby. Whenever I'm standing up here, when the MC's on, you do what you gotta do. But just respect the next comedian because I hate when they cross over their fucking camera. And sometimes they just talk so fucking slow. I just wanted to add that on. It's like slower than slow.
Like the homeless crossing the street.
Oh no, they come right up to me. And I got one here, listen to me, he said, you half-white bitch. And I was like, does he know me? But like, that's too specific.
He said that to me too. So.
Did he?
Fair stretch.
Stop. You never know if you're half white or half black, right? You know who knows we're black, right? The other black people and the Beverly Hills Police Department. They figure that out, but boom. All right, so we have jokes. What we're trying to do now is raise money for scholarships for kids. That's right. We have found through discovering kids being held up in this pandemic that they are going mad, literally staying in their room and their parents think they're on the computer. Many parents were technically challenged and their kid could tell them what they were doing. I'm doing homework, I'm doing this and that. You know, like my kids thought I was stupid, but see, I had that thing called the sheriff on my computer, so I knew what was going on. So these kids have not expressed themselves, they've been in COVID, they're angry, they're fighting, and I'm just trying to put it together where they get a little scholarship. I'll tell you when it's coming, because we gotta do something. Make sure we search them first, because I still don't trust their little asses, okay, before they come up in here, and let them do a show. Because at the end of the day, when this program comes back together, and she has got to go on first, by the way, after you. When this program comes together, we have an opportunity for the children to be taken to the jails to see their parents. Because so many of our youths are fractured because of familial situations, and that's not always color, it's socioeconomic, man.
Right.
Because there's a lot of white people like that too. They got no money to get out, dumb shit, tickets. You know what I'm saying? Tickets! You know? Hey, my brother, not white, tickets. Of course you going to jail. And on my car. How's that? Yes! I wasn't in Newark. I'm coming to get him out. Now I'm in trouble, but that's the way it is. But that's black tax. Nobody gets it but us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody but the Irish. And with that, I bring up the star for tonight. Yes, darling. He's helping tonight. He's helping this little old lady get off her feet. I'm so glad to welcome to LASC the one and only talented Patty.
Hey, that's me. I'm Patty. Keep it going. Come on. You can clap too. You're allowed. Keep it going for Sunda. You can do better than that. One more time. I like the mutual orgasms all across the room. Don't worry. You enjoyed that a little too much, sir. Yes. Get him a cloth. I want to thank you all for being here this evening. You could be anywhere, but you chose to be here, which kind of makes me think there's something wrong with you. But that's okay. That's all right. I guess I'm hosting. How about that? How about a round of applause? I'm host all of you. I'm a little. My birthday is coming up. Yeah, my birthday's coming up on the 31st. I'll be 59. Woo! How about that? Come on. Some love for that. Come on! Here's what they don't tell you. Your whole body doesn't age at the same rate. You know, like 59, not bad, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. This is 73. And my phone knows it keeps on sending me coupons for turtlenecks. Yeah. And actually my testicles are 104. They're presently in a race for ground level. And the left one is in the lead. You know, the left one is the senior partner. Does a lot of the heavy lifting. Do you have a urologist, sir? You will. He has a urologist, but believe me. He has a urologist. That's okay, this works one way.
Fuck yourself, God bless.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my agent.
Oh, did I say that?
My agent is here.
I'm so fucking sorry. Did I fucking...
Sir,
I insult you?
sir, all we ask is if you're gonna act like a
Listen,
dick to pull a condom
God
over your
bless.
head.
Would you stop it already?
If I want to hear from an asshole, I'll fart. Now, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's work together. I sense some hostility over here, do you not? For a birthday guy. Listen, it's my birthday on the 31st, okay? That's right, I share a birthday with Clint Eastwood, who will turn 92. I share a birthday with Brooke Shields. Wow. Yeah, how about that? 57. And also, I share a birthday with Caitlyn Jenner's vagina. She's turning 4 years old. I guess she's taking it to Disneyland. And Brooke has not returned my text, or Clint has not returned my text. I don't think that he texts. You know, he's about 10 minutes older than Dirt. He's an old guy. Isn't it interesting? Don't you find it interesting that Caitlyn Jenner's vagina is a Gemini? I mean, it's weirdly appropriate, is it not? Weirdly appropriate! Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring up... do we have a list of those people that want to get up here tonight? Here, hand that to me. Oh, by the way, this is the part in the evening where all of you look at me and feel just a little bit better about yourself. So enjoy that fucking moment, shall you? You shall. This means absolutely nothing.
I'm not feeling it, but okay.
V. V, we love. Give V a round of applause. By the way.
Yeah, really.
V is beautiful. If you took V and threw her up in the air, she would come down sunshine. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. And you know, you are a woman so beautiful. I wonder if you would consider having my children. I'll bring them by tomorrow about noon. We'll see if you get along, and then you can keep them.
I'm older than you, so
Nobody's older than me.
The Lord will make the baby.
The theme of my prom was fire.
I will not carry them.
Carry them. They're 34 years old. You couldn't fucking lift my kids.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe my grandkids. I'll bring my grandkids back.
Oh, I don't
We'll
have
see about that.
grandkids.
I don't know what to make of this, so I'm gonna bring someone to the stage now who actually earlier today was at the Santa Monica Department of Motor Vehicles, and the lady, her name is Velma. I don't know if you know her. She works there. She's famous. She called him the Armenian Bradley Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah, how about that? Well, he said that was racist. He said, you know, that's like calling Will Smith the black Mel Gibson. You could get fucking slapped for that. You could get slapped for that. So let's do this. Let's practice a warm welcome. A warm welcome for the one and only Andre Abrahamian. Come on, Andre Abrahamian. Let's do this. Come on, show him some love.
Thank you.
Something like a helicopter.
Right. Thank you, Patty. Appreciate it. This is a nice crowd. It's like a Ukrainian strip club in here. Very popular. Oh yeah, we're gonna make a lot of jokes tonight. Hopefully.
It's a good joke.
You know, in LA, you recognize a lot. There's a lot of people, and I'm good at recognizing people. I'm good at recognizing faces. I saw Kyrie Irving at the gym, and I saw David Aiello at Il Pastillo, and then I saw Sylvia Sage over at the Ivy. Now, if you don't know who Sylvia Sage is, you probably don't watch enough porn.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
And if you probably do know who she is, you're probably lying because we all watch porn. Am I right?
Yeah,
Am I right? Yeah. Come on. No sex shaming here. Okay. What else we got today? Back in my college days, I used to watch The 40-Year-Old Virgin every Friday. I was me and my bros. We were unintentionally founded the Abstinent Club, and that's all I got. Damn it, Patty, got all these great Armenian jokes that I'm gonna save for another time. But you know, people say they don't need a devil's advocate. You know, they don't like that saying. They say I don't like it. You know, like by saying that you don't want a devil's advocate, you're essentially the devil's advocate for not having a devil's advocate. I just don't understand people like that. I tell my bro, we were in Thailand, he's about to jump off a cliff, and I say, I don't want to be the devil's advocate here, but you shouldn't jump off that cliff. And I don't know much for that one. But privacy is really important. I know privacy, it is, right? It's critical. but we don't care. It's like herpes. You know, you don't care until you get it, and it's like a real problem. Yeah. Only people not laughing have herpes. I'm sorry. What else? Man, we're ripping through this old material. Man, okay. I heard this yesterday. I'm going to share it with you guys. What do you call a? How does a Taliban? Are you recording this? I don't want to do a Taliban.
Oh, it's your boomerang.
Okay, nice. Okay, what does a Taliban call, when a Taliban plays bingo, when they're in their cave, they look up, they go, B-52. That's awful, I'm so sorry.
Plane reference.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Hey.
Oh, the B-52!
Hey.
I just like
Someone more clever than me,
And
what a
you're
surprise.
That's a Fonzie reference.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. I was at the gym earlier today, and I saw this guy. I always wonder what people are listening to at the gym. You know, it's like a big secret. You know, like some people listen to techno, some people listen to hip hop, and so I asked this guy his muscles had muscles. Okay, he was just going at it, and he was like, and I swear to God, as he finished his set, he went, "I'm a dancer," and it was pretty good. It's a pretty bad joke. Oh man, I am so short on material today. Oh my God, it's 4 minutes. Great.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, you can add to it. I love
Some
that.
people
Yeah.
listen to the Bible and you heard at the end of Jesus.
It is honestly the gym. It feels like a lot of people in LA, like the gym is like their altar. You know, like they come, they spend their time there. It's going to a gym in LA. It's like watching Madison Cawthorn's Instagram. You know, it's just a bunch of dudes with no clothes on, looking at themselves, and I'm one of those dudes. So yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do the breakup material. All right, so I was dumped last weekend, and it's pretty hard to get over a breakup. I know that because it was a mutual breakup, and when you do a mutual breakup, that's never one-sided. You know, it's always, we shouldn't see each other anymore because maybe there's not a spark, or, you know, maybe in the bedroom it's a bit vanilla. And I told her, hey, that's just the way my penis tastes.
Hey!
So, yeah. Anyway, it's been tough because I really fell for this girl. And, you know, when you fall for a woman, you end up thinking about things, and you think, maybe this is the one, maybe we can have a life together. And, you know, it's also because she took my BDSM virginity. If you don't know what BDSM is, it's pretty much where one person's dominant and the other is the submissive, right? I'm still working on it. You know, I got credit here to Patty. I got an F in BDSM, and my girlfriend, she gave me an NFT. No fucking tonight. So, yeah, it was tough. It was rough for me because I really thought that, you know, I told her, I pleaded with her. You know, at first I was like, cool, we don't need to see each other. I agree. We're not on the same page about things. It's all good, you know? I get it. I was lying. And we sat down and she said, you know, I don't think I can renew your contract. And I understood that because I'm a huge sports fan. And she said to me, it's just not gonna work out. And I told her, but what if what if I'm like the Steph Curry of BDSM? Like, I'm new to the league, I don't know the tools or the rules, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. And maybe in 7 years, I'm gonna be 2-time MVP, 2-time champion. Yeah, she didn't buy that. It was rough, just like you guys. I love a good phone session. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, baby. Come
This is
on.
Nice. I'm so glad. You guys are very close.
I feel it.
Thanks, Ryan. That's great to hear. Yeah. Okay, I'll do another Taliban joke.
Yes!
Yeah. More Taliban.
I know, this is not
More
even...
talent.
More Taliban.
And I wish I could take credit for it, but a much wiser man shared it with me. When does a Taliban baby become a man? Nobody?
How?
He takes his diaper and puts it on his head.
Oh.
Oh! Wes, thank you for laughing.
Yeah, I was like, oh
You don't get it? Oh, it's
Like
not,
that
you know,
turban.
turban,
no.
yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah, no, this is bad material.
That's,
Yeah.
that's very funny.
Thank
It is
you.
funny,
I wish
yeah.
I could take credit for
It's
it.
offensive to babies.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they deserve better than that.
You don't know about
Um,
terrorist babies?
No. Don't know anything about terrorist babies. But,
Oh.
I know that, what else? I know it's tough being hairy, you know, as an Armenian. It's not easy, you know. It's the one thing, although that is recession proof. For all the hair, except on my head. I had a conversation with my boss this week. I said, do you know if you know there's inflation going on in the United States? 8% actually. Everything. Goods, groceries, gas, even pussy. I mean, it's not cheap. And I said, you know, I think we need to compensate a little bit here. Why don't we, you know, I'll come in between 5% raise, okay? How about that? And he said, you know, why don't we just wait till your performance review in September? And I said, but there might not be a war in September. So, yeah.
Let's get this 8%.
Yeah. I know, 40 billion in aid. It's crazy, honestly. Like, what about our stimulus? Honestly, like, it's not even a joke. Like, we're the ones suffering. I wish this was funny, you know, but it's not. Oh man. Goddamn. Oh yeah, I'll try this one. Yeah, you may look at me, you say, look at this guy wearing a blazer, you know, you must think, like Tom Cruise snorted Colin Farrell.
Hey.
I feel like, yeah, Miami Dice. I'm also broke, yeah. Anyway, you guys have been great. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm at time, but thanks so much to our host, Patty, and Wes. Thank you for putting this, making it accessible.
Come on, let's keep it going. Come on, show him some love, son. Come on, Andre. Andre, come on, the comedic stylings of Andre Abrahamian. You know what? I've dated extensively. I like to think of myself, you know, I've been married for 30 years now, so that slowed my dating down. But I did actually date what I thought was an Armenian gal in the early 80s. It turned out to be a hot Sasquatch. Who knew? You know what I mean? But back hair for the Armenians is like sunburn for the Irish, you know. That's a feature, it's not a flaw. Like my skin tone before I'm in the sun is slightly blue. It actually takes me about 7 minutes to be poached white, and then about another 9 minutes to skin poisoning. Just don't go directly to fucking skin poisoning. Well, listen, I want to share something with you. We're all about inclusion, and Barbie's about inclusion. You know, Barbie has come out with an inclusionatory line. You've got obese mobility scooter Barbie, which is good. Obese. Also, there's the vitiligo Ken. You also have slept with your best friend and gave you chlamydia Ken. One of my favorite. And of course, keychain nipple ring Barbie.
Oh.
And speaking of keychain nipple rings, ladies and gentlemen, I want a warm welcome for the one and only Charlotte. Come on!
Wow!
Keep it going, pure host Patty.
Hey!
So, I got a Netflix special,
Yeah.
Alright.
$9.99 for 3 months.
Discount. That's a good rate.
Growing up in the gymnastics community matured me so much. Physically, emotionally, and sexually.
Ooh.
I do gymnastics at the prestigious #1 public university, and I suck at it.
Aw.
You see, as a kid, I was bad at it, so the coaches would molest me. I thought sucking at it, or should I say sucking it, was a good thing.
Hey!
Oh boy.
That's the coach.
To give you an idea, I'm about as good at gymnastics as I am at stand-up comedy. I like the uneven bars. I do them at the same time, one upstairs, one downstairs. As a kid, though, I couldn't figure out why my boss kept making me do the one vertical bar, or why he kept telling me to shave or to wear high heels. Because I don't see the gymnasts on TV wearing those. It all made sense when I went to a strip club. At least if I fail at a college, I'll have a backup. For real, I was thinking about it, but pole dancing classes were way too expensive. Coach Nick doesn't charge me. The other problem with stripping is that I'm so flat, I have the body of an 11-year-old. I guess that's why Coach Nick liked me so much. The balance beam is another bit that scares me, because the beam is 4 inches, which is 4 times, or, wait, no. Wait, I messed up. Okay. The beam is 4 inches, which is 4 times the size of my ex's dick,
Hey! Oh! Hey!
and half the size of my dildo.
Oh.
The beam is also hard and brown, also unlike my ex's dick. So in gymnastics, you do a mount to get up on the beam. My favorite mount is the scissors, and my least favorite, Dr. Nasser. I don't mean to hate on gymnastics so much though, like we were very strong, the coaches conditioned us not to speak up.
Oh.
And that's why they call it USA Gymnastics, because you get sexually assaulted.
Oh.
This usually goes better. It's either it's too much pity or it's funny. Like, when I had a girlfriend, people always asked me if they could watch, and the answer is no, unless they're holding the camera, or my ponytail, or my ass. I hate when people claim to be allies and then refuse to have violent gay sex with me. My ex-boyfriends might date prettier girls, but they will not date gayer ones. When I said I liked it rough, I did not mean emotionally.
Oh.
I told him my love language was receiving gifts, so he gave me PTSD. Plus, my ex was schizophrenic, so I probably wasn't the only girl he was seeing. One time I went over to his apartment and he was like, my roommate made dinner. I was like, Blake, you live alone. He was abusive, physically, sexually, and emotionally. Not the threesome I wanted. He always made fun of how small my titties are, but that's coming from a bitch with literally no tits. He's probably talking to girls with bigger titties. But so am I. Do you guys like bubble tea?
Yeah!
Yeah, I love bubble tea. I love it, but as a lesbian, I don't know why I do because I hate having balls in my mouth.
Oh.
Gay stereotypes are so untrue. They say lesbians move in on the first date. Me and my girlfriend aren't like that. We moved in on the second. There's also a stereotype that gays can't drive, or so I've heard. But I've only ever driven over one small child, and he deserved it. And people claim that lesbians hate men, and that is not a stereotype, that is absolutely correct. They also say that all queer girls want a threesome. And, like, just because I do, doesn't mean that everyone does. When I came out, people told me that it's just a phase. You know it's just a phase? your marriage. You guys, straight people have a 50% divorce rate. Meanwhile, lesbians have a 100% chance of coming. Multiple times.
It's pretty snapshot.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I wrote that joke to like kind of hate on straight people with the 50% divorce rate, and then I read a statistic that 90% of people with bipolar's marriages end in divorce. So now I have no room to be talking. Speaking of that, I love when girls say, "I hate men, I'm gonna switch to girls." Like, I'll treat you even worse than a man. I have 6 diagnosed mental illnesses. You think I'll treat you better than a man? And my therapist thinks I have an eating disorder, but I don't even eat. My anorexia is very severe, and it made me infertile. And at first, I was pretty like devastated about that. And then Roe v. Wade got overturned, and I'm not as upset about it now. Now my girlfriends are like, "How did you do it? Is it a superpower?" But you know, if you are curious, if you want to get infertile like that, then just go live with my mom. I'm diagnosed with bipolar 1, and I wish I was bisexual so I could say I'm bisexual, bipolar, bilingual. I'm just a fucking moody lesbian. One of the many. My mom always told me that I was mentally ill for attention, and it's just so invalidating because I'm gay for attention. Just kidding, I do stand up for attention. My friend recently got her titties pierced.
Ooh.
Pierced titties taste like house keys. And there's no place like home, baby. That's all I got.
Yeah, come on! Keep going! Come on, show us some love! Come on! That's the amazing Charlotte! And let's have another round of applause for her.
Yeah!
Her tearing nipples, Jane. What do they taste like?
House keys.
Pennies.
Delicious.
Pennies.
You make it sound delicious.
You think you're having a seizure or a stroke when you taste.
You know, a lot of people ask me, they say, "Patty, they're Irish," and they're right. But they say, when, Patty, does a skirt become a kilt? When my mother walks in on me in her closet. That's when it becomes a no, Mommy, I'm trying to be more Irish, Mommy. My mom also caught me, this is, I was ahead of my time. I had an earring.
All right.
In the early 80s.
Wow.
And I used to hide it from my mother. And she caught me once. She said, "Are you queer?" I said, "Mom, that would be the other ear." She said, "Take it out and don't wear it around me, you little bitch." That was her pet name for me, little bitch. That's in Chicago, that's the pronoun they use for boys who wear skirts. I'm telling you the truth, I'm from the south side of Chicago. It's a little different there. But hey, listen, you guys, get excited. I'm gonna give you, just show me once, I'm gonna go, "Hey," give me a hey, hey. Are you ready? Hey! Hey, that was jolly good. I'm delighted with you. Listen, we're gonna bring up, this next man is from the suburbs of Chicago. He's our own autistic Prince Harry. Come on, he knows who he is. Ryan, give him some love, you motherfuckers! Come on! Wow, baby.
Oh, I enjoy fisting you. Thank you so much.
Once a philosopher, twice a pervert.
So I got a few things I kind of want to talk about. Let's see which one. Well, first off, before I came here, I got here a bit early, and it was all locked and stuff. And then I needed to pee, so I was struggling, walking back and forth. Really needed to pee. Had to find a good spot to pee, and right over there, actually, is the corner. Right over beyond there is a good spot next to a recycling bin, next to the homeless guy. So now I feel like I'm in worse shape than him at this point because he kept looking. I've learned a lot about eye contact. As said, I am autistic, but that's recent discovery. I went to a doctor. I have a therapist. I have a lot of other stuff wrong with me. It's pretty good. But most stuff. This one, he was like, "Maybe you have another thing. Maybe you're on the spectrum." And I was like, "Okay, why not?" But I mean, like, it kind of makes sense. I've never really had friends. I have friends. I talk to them, but I've never whenever I say hi to them, I smile, then I turn away, and then I go straight faced. I think I'm a sociopath or something because I'm just like out of it. But being Asperger's autistic makes a lot more sense. With eye contact, though, I don't like to make eye contact often. I'm getting good at it because I'm faking it all. But usually, if I'm in a social setting, I'm not gonna look anyone in the eye. But people like to look me in the eye sometimes. I was in the club recently, and you know how clubs go. I don't think no one knows how clubs go. Okay, I guess I'll show you what a club's like. You got dancing, music, babes, drunk white guys who don't know what they're doing. It's my favorite combination. And this time when I'm with some Russian girls, as you always do, you get a slap on the ass. Who here's gotten slapped on the ass unprovoked?
Yep. Love it.
You didn't? Okay, so typically you don't want it. But I'm a guy who's like, you know, there's people that are freaky out in this world. Maybe gonna put out there, see what happens. I do have I've been told I have a good ass, so I'm flattered in some sense, but I want to know who it is. So I turn around, couldn't find anyone. So now I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm half freaking out, because like, someone did slap my ass, I felt it. But there's like, usually in a party you could feel someone hit you. No. This was a full-on 5-star to my ass, and there was no one right there. So it was like a circle of people that I was with, another one over there, and I'm just taken away. I'm like out of it. Like, okay, I'm kind of scared now, because I want to know who it is, because the anxiety of not knowing who it is going to freak me out the entire night, and I'm going to probably get killed in an alley after this. So now I'm looking, and I found the person. Usually you would hope it's someone your age, someone that you're attracted to, but usually it's not. This one was a vulture. Have you ever heard of a club vulture? They're people, any clubs that you can go to. You see them more in gay bars, I've noticed, but it's usually some men in their 30s, 40s. You can see like a Patty. You saw Patty at a club.
You told me
Yes.
to keep that to myself.
I know we talked, but I had to talk about it again. But you imagine seeing Patty up there, like those risers, you know, because bitches love elevated surfaces. But besides the point, it's okay. I love him too.
I'm good at it.
Okay, good. But he was like, imagine there, you see him up there, and they're vulturing. They're looking for prey. They're on the roof. They look for the weakest thing. Someone who's in the club a little bit, you know, they've been injured. They have a twisted ankle after they got too many shots. So they're ready. They're gonna cruise and get right behind them. And this was one of that guys who's he was vulturing a little too close. Eventually, at one night, he was like, "This is me. This was him," and I'm facing away. And he was just kind of there. You know, drunk people. They like to, well, a lot of this. And then eventually I went to the bathroom because I had to, as all people do, and guess who decided to follow me? The vulture. And there's things you can do. I hate this one. He got in the urinal next to me. So now I'm at a point where this is getting the sexual assault line. So I'm at a point where I could either punch him in the dick, which you might like. So it's like his dick's out, my dick's out, and it's like I can't pee now because you can hear him breathing and trying to act cool. But like,
I don't breathe that loud.
well, this one wasn't you. This is the other guy. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you about him. But this guy, yeah, it didn't. Eventually, I looked him, just stared at him at this point, and then I was like, stop. I just said stop. I didn't really care. I was already drunk. I knew that this guy would continue if I didn't set boundaries. You know, boundaries. Things that I didn't know existed because I'm autistic. So I finally set a boundary for the first time on this gay vulture, and it worked. But then I felt lonely. And I was there, and I was like, who's gonna slap my ass now? Right. You can see him in the corner. He wasn't really. He definitely felt a bit offended that I wasn't like sharing the same feelings as him. So, because like no other people, everyone's having fun. Then I'm here, a little redhead, a little Asperger's boy, trying to figure out what to do. And sadly, the club closed, and he got away. Usually you don't think the one who gets away is gonna have a smaller penis than you, but he did. Now I jack off to That clown mainly. Okay, that was a fun one. That got further than I thought it'd go. Let's see what's the next. Oh, this one's a good one. This one I like. This one I usually make bits throughout my life and I don't really continue them. So this one's one that I've been doing. Talking about working out and stuff. I love to work out. I usually sometimes I think I'm gonna work out and then I can't do cardio, so I pass out pretty fast. I've passed out a couple times. Vomited. Don't do CrossFit if you smoke. It doesn't go well. You eat half a burger too, and then you vomit after it. Then you keep going because you just don't know how to. You just push your body too hard, which is normal, right? I don't know. I don't care about my health and senses. I kind of just do whatever. I have chronic migraines just because I can't breathe right, as so I'm told. But to the working out, have you ever tried steroids? I can tell everyone here, you.
Yes, once.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, it worked.
That's why you're only 25.
That's correct.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah. Steroids, it's a hell of a drug. It's, I haven't done it yet, but I do have steroid withdrawals. So it is a struggle, the fact that I already have roid rage. It is, people get addicted to so many other things, but why would you not get addicted to steroids when you get stronger, you get a bigger dick. Even if you don't have a dick, you get a bigger dick. And, you know, if you have testosterone, you're going to be a little angry, you know? You're a little angry sometimes if no one's laughing. You get a little pissed the fuck off! So, sorry, it's I haven't worked out today. We're going to get it done, but I got my friends to work out with me. They are, one of them, you would consider him an Aryan love child. He didn't get to go to war, but he was by. He would look like he was around. But this time, I got him to work out. He was doing some squats. And yeah, he's now he's in a wheelchair. So he's done. Yeah, it's not funny. It's actually kind of not good. I would fall for that.
Squats put him in a wheelchair?
Yeah, he's a little scrawny chicken leg boy. You know, people just built wrong. I'm sorry for him, but he now has hyperextended knees. This one wasn't funny anymore, I've realized. Let's see, I want to talk about something else, though.
It can be funny.
It can be funny if I look back at it and do it. But here's what I was told.
It's very funny.
Yes.
The premise is very funny.
Do you know how many minutes? Anyone know how many minutes I have?
Yeah, you got a minute and a half.
A minute and a half. I was told that I was an enabler in the best way. Never met a guy. He was like drunk. It's like, you're an enabler in the best way. And I'm like, great. I'm glad people look at me that way. At this point, I kind of just like, yeah. I just say, fuck it, whatever. And I will tell someone to just do drugs if they have it. It doesn't help. Because like, I will take them if they don't take it. So, no matter way, I manipulate someone so much. Have you ever done a back clap push-up? It's like a clap push-up, but you're on the ground. And you go, boom. Like, I'm not going to do it here because this is what happened to the guy. So I told him to do it. It was in high school. He was like, okay, I'll do it. So he did it on hard, like it was a ground stone floor and stitches. A lot of stitches. So, and I just told him to do it, and I'm not in trouble. So thank you, everyone. Come on! This was a fun one, and I'm only on a little bit of steroids. So if you know anyone who has a better supply, come to me. My name is Ryan Benson. RYAN.BENSON is my Instagram. Thank you all. Peace.
Woo! Ryan Benson, come on, guys! It's Ryan Benson! Come on, give me some skin, brother. Look, our own angry Asperger's boy. Come on, he's our own. You know, I want to just say this out loud so everybody can hear me. First of all, good night, sweet Charlotte.
Sorry.
And I want to preface this by saying I'm not the least bit homosexual. You are hot. You are fucking hot.
Yeah.
You really are. You're a special. If you ever go to jail, I'd like to go with you. I'll volunteer to go with you. Or perhaps we could just go camping. Yeah. Who knows?
Little Brokeback Mountain.
A little Brokeback Mountain action. There you go, the gay cowboy film. Tell me all about it. You know, because sometimes cowboys are fond of other cowboys. Yeah, it's the movie John Wayne never made. Yeah. We are in luck. I'm gonna give you. I first came out here from Chicago. I was very young. I was 19. You know, and on the south side of Chicago, there really aren't gay bars. There's one area of the city that's Newtown. Okay, I'll draw you a map. Right? But here, they're everywhere. And I wanted to watch the Bears game. You know, it was December. I wanted to watch the Bears game, and I'm in Hollywood. That's where everybody goes when they come here, Hollywood, right? And I wander in the big screen TV. I never really hardly saw big screen TV before. The game's on, And I want to tell you something. Before I sat down, there were 3 drinks sitting there waiting for me. I said, this is a friendly group of fellows, is it not? Friendly, you know? Then I was there, but about an hour and a half, and I look over my shoulder, and there's 2 guys, full on, kissing, swapping spit, full on. I turned to the guy I was dancing with, and I said, can you fucking believe those 2 guys? See, that never lands. Never lands, but it works. Listen, that's okay. They all can't be diamonds, my dear. But listen, we're in luck. This next comedian is not only a beautiful woman, and V stands for very funny, but she's also Amber Heard's former life coach. So put your hands together for the amazing V. Come on! Keep it going, keep it going. Give her some encouragement. She's a little slow up, but that's okay. We'll get her up there. Keep on going.
Who do I pay the $100 to?
That gentleman right there.
I'll take it. Just give it to me. You don't know me, but I'll take good care of your $100.
It's really 5 to the square.
So 100 either way you cut it.
Yeah, it's a little mathy.
You didn't know
I can hold
I
it
knew
for you.
math. I'm black and no math. Stereotype me. You said it's really 5 to the square. You didn't know I knew square.
No, but we can do it to the cube, but you gotta give me
Uh,
till after the recession. So
What's your name? Ricardo Montalban. What's your name?
I go by hashtag.
Hashtag.
Now, the price goes.
I had to roll an R in there.
Yeah, hashtag Ivan Dario. Make it really easy for you.
Ivan Dario.
Well, I got somebody in the back. I mean, I feel like I'm being held up here.
Yeah, yeah.
By a white guy.
I'm glad I introduced myself. There's an R in V.
No, but you can say Vera.
Well, my
Like
name is
Vera Cruz.
actually Vana, V-A-N-A.
I think we're meant for each other.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Is that a
That-
5 or 50?
Yeah, 5.
It's not mine. Mine had 2
Safe to
zeros.
release. Do I owe you more?
There's a love story unfolding on stage for us.
I am in the twilight zone right now.
See, the
Yeah.
price keeps going up.
I know. I
You-
just ticked
here we
away
go.
all my
Tick
minutes
or
on
TikTok?
you. I ticked away all my minutes
Oh, you
on
pay by the
you.
minute. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Is there any more I have to give?
You'll give it all back to me, baby. I know.
It's all good.
God
It's all
bless you.
good.
Sign up right
I
there.
know he will.
Put down your stuff.
Is it
So
right?
excited.
Ivan
Thank you
Dario.
very much!
You mind signing up for me?
Oh, you guys. So, all of that flirting.
All right, so
What's
we're
your
working.
name?
Hashtag Ivan Dario.
Ivan Dario. Ivan Dario.
What is this? A
Ivan-
disclosure?
I just wanted to let you know, I'm sure you can tell I'm a woman
you're
of a
recording,
certain
yeah.
age. And now he's not listening to me.
I'm okay recording,
You know,
but this
they-
is Jean Jacket work with this
I'd say
business
this all the
too.
time. You can get someone, but can you keep them? How many seconds was that? That's the key. But can you keep them?
What do you need,
You
my
guys
phone
know
number?
I'm a woman of a certain age. I've not met you before, but you can probably tell.
21. You mind
Of
if I
a certain
underline my name?
age, absolutely. But
There
I'm
we go.
not a cougar.
All right. Is there a place? Is there like a seating order?
man. You're stepping on
And
your time.
sit right there, my good friend.
All right. Thanks.
I
Can
just
I
don't
pay
want
for
you
some
sitting
extra
in
time
front
for
of
you?
my phone. Yeah, like I said, you'll take care of that later.
All right. There we go.
But I'm a woman of a certain age, but I'm not a cougar, as you can tell, because I date men of all ages.
See, you're in danger too.
I'm always.
It's not danger. I'm an equal opportunity dater. Everyone wins. It's all wonderful.
We love it.
Yeah, and older guys don't have to worry about me sweating them, you know, with the whole stereotype of them not performing in that special moment. I'm not gonna clown them. You know why? Because I love a good night's sleep. Love it with a nice little cuddle. And you always get second tries in the morning. That's always
I feel relief already.
optimistic. Absolutely. And young guys these days. I mean, things have changed rites of passage have changed. Back in my day, we talk on the phone for hours. They don't talk these days. They only text. You call them, they get mad. You know what I heard? I know what your voice sounds like. Why do I have to listen to you put sentences together?
Oh my goodness.
You could have said that in like several letters. It's just the thing. No one said that to me. I just saw it in their face later when they said, yeah, you called. You could have texted. Anyway, I'm getting used to the rites of passage. Do not open your mouth. Just use your thumbs. And back in our day, we then date several times. Then we meet families and friends. Then we'd have sex 3 or 4 times. And then they'd run to the bathroom and I'd see a dick.
Oh.
Nowadays, I see about 12 of them before 7:30 a.m. My phone goes off. Bing, 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 bing. Who needs an alarm clock? With all those pics coming in. And they don't even know my last name. It's crazy. Your new generation leading with the penis.
Woo!
That's all there is, folks, just so you know. And I guess I'm catching up. They lead with the penis because that's all there is. Don't expect a brain. Don't expect a conversation. Even if they have a brain and conversation. When they lead with the penis, that's all you get. Yeah, I learned that about this generation. But it's still fun because when young guys know they want me. I don't have to wonder like with older guys because they leave and forget or, you know, have 12 more people that they forget. But
Oh.
younger guys, they are on it.
Woo!
I love it. I really do. It's really cool. And I just love the confidence and the virile stature. And it's all of that youth thing. It's so much fun. But every now and then they'll start babbling. And so much so I've learned to read foreheads. And I've been able to see when they start thinking, is she my mama's age? Or my grandmama's age? They don't know. Sometimes I'm their great-grandmother's age. Oh, see, if I was a man, you guys would be saying, yeah, dog, get that shit! So let's rewind and give me my propers. Just because I'm a woman, don't get weird on me up in here. Yes, sometimes, y'all, I'll be their great-grandmama's age.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. And I figured out what happens when they start getting that look in their forehead. It's like they'll show me something on their phone and I'll go. Because I don't wear the glasses I need to be wearing. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I think I give myself away. But it doesn't matter. I still have the alarms going off at 7:30 a.m. That's so exciting. And, yeah, I'm V. Everybody say hey, V.
Hey, V!
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
I happen to be the single mom of 2 sons diagnosed with autism.
Oh.
And that's why you probably noticed the sparkle of crazy in this eye right here. Yeah, it's a interesting life I lead. It really is. And I have a son who speaks and one who doesn't have language. And the one who doesn't have language, we sometimes figure out what he really needs and everything goes well. But when we don't, mayhem ensues. Let me tell you. I have a laptop that he opened 360 degrees.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. It's no longer a laptop, it's a laptop. It's just a flapping in the wind. It's so crazy because he broke the laptop. I was in the other room, and all I heard was, and if you have kids that are mischievous, you learn when you hear something in another room to run your ass as fast as you can into that room to see. But you get calm. You get calm and you go. And I saw part of the laptop there, some wires, and part of the laptop there. I called my computer guy and he went, oh no, because he had refurbished and put that whole thing together. So he fixed it. He was so sweet. What made me think I could bring the laptop back home and it survive? The next day, guess what happened?
Oh.
Yes, but that was on me. What do they say? 2 times you, 3 times, no, 2 times on them, 3 times it's you. So my computer guy got smart, and I saw him, he goes, doom. He put this case on the table. It was a military grade laptop. You could run a tractor, a tank over it. He goes, give him this. So I brought it home. And do you know, I had no idea. I walked in the room, and there he was with that sucker open on his knees.
Oh.
I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. He didn't realize it. Then he looked up at me. He was so pissed, but it was the happiest day of my life. I said, you couldn't break that, could you? Ha ha. Okay, I've been V. You can follow me at VVV. VVV.
Yeah.
VVV Comedy. VVV Comedy. And this has been so much fun. Thank you guys for being an awesome audience.
V, come on! That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love
That's
V. I
Thank you
love
for
V.
the time since I blew it away.
Oh, give her some love. Come on.
V in the house.
Give me some love. There's love in the room. Can you feel it? I can feel it, all of you, really. Really, you're all an attractive group of people, really beautiful. There's a shit back here. I'm not going to point him out. But for the most part, good-looking fucking group of people. She's waving at someone now. That's okay. Go right ahead. Don't let us. Oh,
Say hi to Patty.
hello, I'm Patty. Okay, I had no idea what
Say
that
hi to Sunda.
All right. We'll just wait for V to finish and then we'll continue the show, shall we? Listen, relationships are a difficult thing. You know, it's complicated. My wife and I are devout Catholics, you know, so that means we only have the 3 sexual positions. And 2 of them don't even involve me. Her personal favorite, and she'll get mad at me for telling you this, is doggy style. That's where I'm on all 4s begging and she rolls over and plays dead. That's a glimpse into my exciting sex life, Jessica. How about that? Listen, let's work this up into a frothy, exciting mayhem. This next man is here, thank God, by permission. We have the same parole officer we actually met, and the Witness Protection Program. I'd like to thank them for allowing this next man to be here. Put your hands together for the amazing Johnny. Come on, Johnny!
Patio. Love you, man.
Johnny, come on!
Thanks for bearing with me on this. My work is usually improv work. Boom, 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 boom. And Patty, you know I love you.
I love you too.
You know that. But I haven't seen my therapist this week, so I'm fucked up. But usually it's improv. But I'm doing this deal in Vegas, and I'm getting used to some stuff that I haven't. I'm not gonna. And by the way, never make excuses, you idiots like me, because I'm doing it right now. But anyway, welcome everybody. So nice to see you. Are you new at this? Doesn't matter.
Right.
Doesn't matter because you're one. Look at this. This always makes me remember that I'm really not as tall as I think I. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
Don't start agreeing to be a nice guy. Now I watched you tonight. You were absolutely stupendous. Seriously, you were wonderful. I'm just saying, keep on doing great stuff. What am I, a teacher, professor? UV. That's the name. That's the letter of my name of my thing. So thank you. So now I still does this go down? Does this go down? Does it go down? Right? I don't know.
It does go down.
No, I didn't ask you if you went down. I'm not asking
Oh.
you. Patty,
Listen.
I love you. I can't fix this fucking thing, but I'll go with it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so nice. Oh, you're gonna do it? You think you could do it?
Where do you
Holy-
want it?
That's
I want it right there. V, I love you. I knew I loved her. You know, when they help, you surprise, because usually I'm the helper, as I think I am. But when someone helps, you ever get that? When someone helps you to go, what'd you do? And you're in love forever on. That's it. I mean, she doesn't even know what stalking really means till she met me. And so thank you, V, for making me the stalker that I am today. Woo! Thank you, V. She's actually chilling. Patty, don't even think. Patty's under his breath going, oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, can he just do something? Something? Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. So, hi all you beautiful people. This is Johnny V here. I'm Johnny Vinokur, right? America's favorite reality star from VH1. Now you might say, Johnny, what about the Kardashians? And I say, I also put out a sex tape. I'll admit I made a slight mistake. I was the only one in the sex tape. But why quibble? Over tiny details. All right, do you know me? I mean, do you know me? I mean, do you really, really know me? Do you? Well, that's why I carry this. And I'm supposed to have my cell phone. You are Johnny Vinokur, not so famous in Las Vegas. Thank you, Siri. Do you notice how people talk to Siri? You know you're at home. Has there been a time where you go, Siri, I'm having all this trouble, I need your help? We talk to Siri like they are humans, right? Is that the most insane thing? I just threw that in. It has nothing to do with anything. Anyway, the show that I'm doing is famous in Las Vegas. That's how that joke was related. So, anyway, thanks a lot, Siri. Now, I am America's favorite TV reality star in Las Vegas. Now, if you don't remember Johnny V, you can still find my podcast in the clearance rack at Walmart. Yeah, sure. Don't you love me? Don't you? No, I'm loving you. If I'm looking at you, I'm loving you. Trust me, because that's all I ever do. I look at people. Now, when I go to Vegas, I feel at home because, that's where the real stars are, right? Like Cher, Celine, Rick Saucedo. Okay, you might be asking yourself, Rick Saucedo. Well, some of you might be asking yourselves, Cher, can she really turn back time? But for those of you who have not heard of Rick Saucedo, he is one of the greatest Elvis impersonators alive. And I love these guys. I mean, they're so hardworking, like me. Now, I will sing, I will dance. Actually, you know what? Let's all together, let's sing. I'm about to do a show that I'm working on called The Offer on Paramount Plus. It's about behind the scenes making of The Godfather. And I'm playing a mobster. What else, right? Short, Jewishy, Italian schmuck. That's me. Now you guys are great. Have you ever sung as in a group together? Oh, don't even say it. Don't even give me the answer because I screwed this up. Ready? Rich, and I love these guys. They're so hardworking like me. Now I'll sing, I'll dance. Hey, let's all sing. I mean, just for a second. And you'll leave here today. You'll go home and go, oh, God, I'm out of here. Who was that fucking guy? It's me, sons of bitches. Or you might go home and go, I love that guy. I'm coming back over and over again, but I'll check if he's there. So I all want you to get together and just hum this beautiful song, the God, you know it, right? Everybody knows it, right? Ready? And together. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Don't get so crazy. I don't want you to keep going forever. Okay. See, you guys are great. Now, you don't understand this, right? Have you ever, sung as a group together? Huh? Because I know an Asian. This is the truth. I don't ever lie, and I'm always willing to help. I know an agent who's looking for audiences. Yeah? When you go home and you're at a red light, you go, yeah, that was funny. Anyway, I will do anything to make you guys, happy. You might jump to the wrong conclusion now, okay? That I'm, overcompensating because there's something missing, in my life. But that's not true. It's that I haven't hung out with each one of you individually. You see, when I become famous in Vegas, if you ever see me, I'm serious. You walk and you see me, okay? You ever see me? Stop me. I mean, stop me. Stop me. Not even if you're not even sure. Please stop me, okay? Because, wherever it is in a restaurant, right? In the casino, of course. You've been to Vegas, don't lie. In the men's room, and don't stop me there until I'm finished, of course. And I'll talk to you, okay? And just remind me that you saw me at a comedy club. Because I love my fans, okay?
Aww.
And I'll let you buy me a drink. Cute, right? Yeah, go home later and say, that's cute. Not that funny, but it's cute. You never know who you'll meet in Vegas. I recently bumped into a Surgeon General of the United States, and I made a comment about Anthony Fauci giving us, the best information, right? Now, he did not agree or disagree with me, but he did offer me a cigarette. You understand? I had to explain that. I said to the guy, what the fuck is... Anyway, he says, Johnny, cigarette's not a good thing. This other guy I met, his name is Andy, he's in Las Vegas, and he calls me every week with a great idea of what to do in Vegas. The Rodeo World Championships, the World Series of Poker, and the Country Music Awards with your favorite, and I can tell because I know people. I see you and I know who you are, with Garth Brooks, right? You know Garth Brooks? Singing, come on, singing my favorite song. What's my favorite song, Garth Brooks song? Come on. I've got
2 tickets.
No, I've got friends in, come on, can you sing one line for me? Patio. I've got friends, come on, you can sing, no, nothing?
In low places.
I got friends in low places, right, that's right. Anyway, that's my alma mater. I mean, I always go by that. And it turns out that's who I am. I walk and I'm gloating in Las Vegas. I really got a lot of friends in very, very low places. And I'm happy. It makes me really feel like I'm helping someone, most of all myself. You know what I mean? You know how you have to open up your heart and help yourself however you have to. Don't play it safe. I expect you won't. Just don't play it safe, okay? Also, he asked me if I could MC the naked pool parties. I said, well, it's a paying gig, and he was right. I pay. Get out of here. Sometimes you're going to hear jokes you're not sure about. Play it back in your mind a couple of times. You're going to go, oh my God, that guy's hilarious. I love him. And so forth and so on. Now, I received text messages every day from my celebrity friends. Michael Jordan, by the way. Oh God, there's a light. Wish me good luck tonight. And told me I was tall enough to be famous in Las Vegas. And then there was Joe Pesci. He said, you will be famous. Knock 'em dead. And then Beyonce said, yes, I am Destiny's Child. Don't be afraid to tell yourself things that aren't true. Because if anybody's going to make you believe, you are. I'm not Will. I'll tell you right now. Now, The Rock says, so you think you'll be famous in Vegas? He texted me this, but I heard his voice. So you think you'll be famous in Vegas? Is that what you think? Is that what you think? Right? That's what he says, like something like that, right? Well, it doesn't matter what you think. That's The Rock, if you ever heard of The Rock. He's a very famous guy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is true. I text Milli Vanilli had texted me. I mean, not in their own words, of course. And they offered to lip sync the opening of my show in Vegas, and I was absolutely speechless. Remember, you okay?
One of the Millies of Vanilli's.
He's gone.
Dead.
Someone said that to me, Johnny, and I'll correct that. Who's that? V. I'll correct that. Anyway, not for my ex. But thank you, V. I love you, man, because you got the right initials going. My ex-wife also texted me and said, just like you to become rich and famous, now that you don't have to pay me alimony. What a Okay, so last thing. We're right at the tail end. Look, I've been channeling a lot lately, and the problem is I'm stuck on one channel. That's VH1. That's what I'm known for. I just had my chakras aligned, as you can see. How do I look? Right. Now I'm really into meditation. In fact, it's made a paradigm shift in my life, and you like that paradigm shift stuff. I know you do, right? Because I know women. I recently went to a witch doctor and had my aura adjusted. I have no idea. There's a whole story behind that. But anyway, this is the tail end. I'm definitely moving to Vegas, okay? Because I feel at home there. Now, I even love the lounge acts. Singers with names like Clint Bourbon, Danny O'Shea. Real name Morris Applebaum. Yeah. The guys doing disco versions of the Rolling Stones, and I really love the Showgirls because they are so much taller than me, and I am, and they want to mother me. Thank you very much. I love ventriloquists because they're nuts. I once saw a ventriloquist backstage get into a screaming match with his dummy. This is true. He kept telling this piece of wood with glass eyes that he was nothing without him. Then he walked out on the puppet. You gotta love Las Vegas, right? And don't judge me because I love hookers too. Not that I ever been with one, but I talk to them all the time. And they have great instincts. They can size a person up, okay, immediately, faster than me for sure. Last one I talked to turned out to be named, this is the truth, God's my witness, Manny. Now everybody who works in Vegas craves fame. Okay? Like me. Okay? Fame is intoxicating, addictive, and I know it's coming. Look at the last two letters of fame.
Nah.
Me.
Yeah, baby, come on!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Crashin' Johnny V, CRASHIN Johnny V. Check me out, and I'd love to know more about you guys, okay? So see me on the corner.
Johnny V, come on! He's here all the way from Vegas. Come on, give him some love. Johnny V, baby, Johnny V. Johnny V, also known as the artist, formerly known as Mike the Situation Sorrentino. Yeah. I actually have a sex tape that I released on TikTok. You want to check that out? Come on, give Johnny V a little more love. This man is famous. He was voted AARP's sexiest man. That's amazing. And we also have, I've got to say something, Jessica Gutierrez. When I look at you, I think Garth Brooks. You're an archetypical Garth Brooks fan. Every demographic about you screams big cowboy hats. But listen, Jessica, I've never seen your work before, but I'm told you're very, very funny. That you're a very funny woman, and I'm looking forward to see your work tonight. But I want you guys to show her some love. It's Jessica Gutierrez. Come on, baby. Come on.
You're a treat. I want to cradle you. You're so cute.
Cute.
No, not that kind of.
Just kidding.
I'm Jessica.
Yeah.
I'm a legal assistant. And this schlubby-looking delivery guy comes in, and he starts asking me questions about what I do, and then he goes in this really judgmental tone. So is this really what you want to be doing for the rest of your life? And I give him an honest answer, I'm like, well, no, but I'm still figuring things out. And he goes, how old are you? And I say, I'm 30. And he goes, oof, well, no offense, but time's kind of running out.
Oh.
And, I miss my family. Look, this guy at 20 was like, fuck you, bitch. I don't know. This guy was a fucking pro at embarrassing women at work. I'll tell you that. You should give Louis C.K. a call. Let him know you don't even need to take your dick out to do that. I don't know. So then he goes, I got a 12-year-old. I'm trying to get him to think about his career, and I was like, oh, you're setting a great example. His dad's got the same occupational hardships as a fucking possum. Trafficking dogs. Honestly, but yeah, I don't know. I fucking hated this guy, right? These men feel so comfortable just talking down to people who are just not even in their I had polio, if I had fucking polio, a fucking quadruple amputee man would be like, oh, you could be walking better. You know? Anyway, he's probably giving his son the best advice anybody could give, which is no matter how shitty you're feeling, you can always make a woman feel worse, right? Anyway, I like praise. That is a thing about me. I like the feeling of it. I have fantasies about surviving things I did not experience just to feel the undeserved praise. I was watching this thing on Bethany Hamilton. Do you guys remember her? She was like that blonde surfer girl whose arm was ripped off. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I was watching a thing on her and I was like, imagine getting mauled by a shark. That'd be so fucking metal. I was mauled by a dog once, true. Let's see, mauled by a dog.
Oh.
Yeah, Rottweiler when I was 6. Almost died. Considerably less cool than getting mauled by a shark. Mostly because everyone loves dogs. And every time, it's true, every time I tell that story, they're like, oh my god, what happened to the dog? And I was like, oh, well, you know, it was put down. And they were like, oh, that's too bad. Well, you know, almost murdered a child. Right? Yeah, but you know what I say? Son of a bitch should have stuck to rape. Would have gotten off scot-free. I'm just kidding, no. I was a child. That's the only time people seem to care about women. Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's true. Unless you're a white woman. Unless you are a white woman. Look up Bethany Hamilton right now. The first Google suggest question is, did they find the shark that bit Bethany? Like this bitch goes into the shark's territory, and the whole internet is like, was retribution found for our Aryan angel? It wasn't her fault. It was my parents' fault, actually. The dog had a known history of tackling people who were in its way. It's true. And my dad was like, oh, it's fine. You just don't, stand in the same spot. And I remember waking up in the hospital, and he's standing over me. He's like, oh, my God, Jessica, you didn't get out of the way. And then they had to tell the owner of the dog, and she was like, I kid you not, she was like, well, it sounded like she didn't get out of the way. But it's okay. This story has like a really good ending. So she ended up dying of cancer, and I was like, oh, well, shouldn't have been in cancer's way. Anyway, so I have a conservative sister. And, we were talking about the whole abortion thing, and I was like, oh, if I got pregnant, I would absolutely get an abortion. And she was like, I can't believe you would say that. That's taking a life. And I said, your husband's a cop. Like, I'm afraid for you to find out what they do. You know? How much time do I have?
You are coming up on 6 minutes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
4 minutes. You have 4 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't have time for anything else. But thank you so much. Yeah.
Hey, how about Jessica? For Jessica Gutierrez, hit me. Jessica Gutierrez.
So did you pay for 10?
No.
You did 5?
Yeah.
5, yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
I feel like
Dogs.
Yeah.
People are fucking crazy about dogs, aren't they? Especially in LA. You can't talk badly about dogs or the crowd will fucking turn against you. It's amazing. People love, like, I have a little dog, who I'm just in love with. She's like 18 years old, and I take her to be groomed. I take her to the groomer, and I took her to this new groomer. And when I brought her in, the groomer said, would you like your dog's anal glands expressed? I said, can you do that to me first? He said, sure, I'd be happy to. I want to tell you, amazing, life-changing, really. It was wonderful. About 5 weeks later, I took my dog back in to be groomed, and I said to the guy, hey, could you do that to me again? He said, I did that first time as a favor. That was a favor. We're not really licensed for humans. But he reached his pocket, he took his card out, and he wrote an address on the back of the card. He said, this is the epicenter of anal expression. turned out to be Ryan's apartment. Hey, come on! Put it together for anal expression. We need to express ourselves many different ways. Come on! Listen, this next man is our headliner. He's our headliner, and I'm looking forward to seeing his work. He was very funny when he walked in the door. Did you, Brown?
Yes.
I think you and V you're destined for each other. It's going to happen, baby.
Yes.
It's a lot of sexual tension there. And also, you sign your name larger than the entire rest of the list. So I'm telling you, egomania abounds. I will say this: your first name's Juan. Can you tell me how to pronounce your last name?
Well, you know, that's how I got in trouble.
Let's
It's
not
actually-
stop with a story. Just give me your
Yeah,
last name. Okay?
It's not-
When you're up here, it's all about you.
Yeah.
What's your last
No,
name?
it's actually Russian. It's Ivan.
Ivan.
Okay, let's get
Give
this.
it up for Ivan.
Yeah.
Let's get Juan Ivan.
There we
Come
go.
on! Juan Ivan, control some love, man. Come on,
Hey.
this man's coming up here.
Let's get this clock started, right?
Well, don't worry, I got you. You're all set.
I want to get every penny that I paid
Come
for.
on up here.
Okay.
Anyhow, I heard this stage costs quite a bit of money. You know why? Anybody? Because it's on wheels. Yeah. Anyhow, it's a great crowd. You guys are like a professional. Can I take this out?
Yeah.
Yeah? See, real comedy starts when you can walk around, right? You guys get that training? You go from left to right like a little cat,
Yeah.
you know? Right? A little parrot, right?
Claro.
You want to talk about divorce? Anybody get divorced during COVID? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, victimized. You right? Were you a victim? Were you, you know, depends. Were you Johnny Depp? Huh?
It was a bit too much.
Amber Turd?
Amber Turd?
Right?
Yeah.
You know, you ready to laugh? I'm ready to laugh. Let's all get laughing, all right? You guys are a tough crowd because you guys are looking at me because you guys are about to be professionals yourself. I'm looking for a dumb crowd. The dumber the better.
Yeah.
And the drunker the better. You
Yeah.
guys are sober, right?
Yeah.
Your medication? Huh? You taking gummies? You took gummies?
Sometimes it's little,
You like gummies?
Vape, mostly.
You vape. Okay.
Yeah.
My mom said the word marijuana to me the other day. Like, remember about marijuana. I go, Mom, that cost us a lot of pain. It's now legal. All right? So I put a little gummy on the table. Said, she laughs now. Divorce is a really ugly word, you know? It rips your heart right out. It's a breach, right? A promise for a promise to death.
Do us part.
Do us part. And my wife at that time had a bigger deal. You go to death, do us part, and beyond. I go, wait a minute. What do you mean beyond? That part beyond. What, do you have a problem with this? It's that beyond part. Anyhow, I'm still trying to work that out. But divorce is a big thing. But it has its situations, right? It's great. And it's forever.
Oh.
And it gets better every year. You know, I think about divorce and the situations and the histories that we have, right? We think about O.J. Simpson is still here with us, right?
Woo.
I mean, that guy went through some deals, you know? He got accused of murder and the glove didn't fit, you know, and they must have quit. Did you know that he was paying $25,000 a month in alimony? And $5,000 extra for that meal accommodation because she was already accustomed to it.
Yeah.
And that boyfriend that somehow also disappeared was driving around this town in his Ferrari. Shit, if somebody was driving around with my Pinto, fuck, I'd be pissed too. I'm just saying that I understand. Right?
Oh.
Am I walking around now? That's the way you gotta do it. The problem with this stage is that I won't roll with you. You'll roll out. Anyhow, let me see. We got 3 minutes and 58 seconds, 59 of suffering, you guys.
Oh, man.
We've had a really great time. You guys are really beautiful people, right? And I mean, I love to talk to you about defamation of somebody's character. But quite frankly, what is defamation, right? The false statement of truth published to a third party. It doesn't get bigger than the Wall Street Journal. Right? And that it causes damages. That this guy lost deals and many multiple deals. But what a lot of people don't know is that Amber Heard and Johnny Depp made a little side deal to catch everybody's attention because they're all going to make it very, very wealthy out of this situation. Free advertising, for God's sake. Everybody's looking at these innuendos of life. It makes you think about drugs. Doesn't it? You know? I mean, like crack cocaine is not in the picture, but everything else, ecstasy, mushrooms, marijuana, cocaine, it's all there. And then even age differences are there. Does anybody know how old Johnny Depp is?
58.
I mean, he has, what?
58.
Oh, Jesus, he's keeping track. He goes, he's not even there. And Amber Heard, does anybody know how old she is?
32. Yeah.
Jesus. A couple of perverts on the fucking left side out here. She's 36, but quite frankly, there's an age difference, you know? And what people don't know is that they enjoy that kind of like situation. I would never support hitting a woman, right? But you know, you could be at a restaurant and she says, I'm going to make a scandal on you. You know what? To me, that's false imprisonment. Quite frankly, this is the walls. You make a move, I'm going to make a scandal. I have no reasonable means to what? To goddamn escape! Unless I want to be embarrassed. So it's hard to be Latino. You know? Because, I mean, maybe you guys haven't noticed, but I'm Latino. I mean, I don't got this thing going on, but I'm Latino, baby. And so I raised my voice a little bit, and suddenly, like, it's domestic violence. It's like, what did I do? Talk. You know? So, you know, I'm past all that. I know how to control my emotions, to be frank with you. I use them for the reasons that they really matter. You know? I got no idea what they are. Anyhow, I want to tell you, you guys are a great crowd. 6, 53, 54, 55, and I reserve the remaining time for whoever wants to say it. Thank you. Cheers.
Come on! Give Mark some love! Come on! Come on! Listen, put your hands together for our own anorexic Latino. Come on! Give him some love!
Thank you.
And while you're here, Patty, I want you standing right here. Right here. We got the cameras here.
I just want to point something out.
Go ahead.
When I said Amber Heard was 32, he said I was a freak for knowing that, and then he corrected me. Then he corrected me. Plus, I like to see Johnny Depp in his suit. He's usually dressed like a homeless woman on laundry day. There should be a legal limit on how many bracelets you can wear at one time. It's a hazard! Listen, I want to thank each and every one of you, and I'm going to get out of the way because...
No, you got to say something for me.
Yeah.
You want to say something for it?
Well,
that's LA School of
First of all,
Comedy.
no. You're going to say it. You're going to say this with your delightful audience. Thank you for coming out to the LA School. Don't forget to say your name.
Yeah, but that's not true. These guys have been horrible. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you. I'm having fun with you, the whole group. Jessica was fine. The rest of you, I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm joking. You guys have been beautiful. You're a wonderful crowd. And I've had a wonderful time. Not tonight, another night, but I've had a wonderful time. No, I've had a wonderful time with you guys. LA School of Comedy. So sing its praises. Stand on the mountaintop, scream its name, or do something on social media is probably better. That mountaintop thing. You could fall down and hurt yourself. It's not worth it. And you can find me, that's if you're looking for me. I do have a couple warrants, so if you find me, please don't know where I'm at. It's Paddy, P-A-D-D-Y, 4, F-O-R, Comedy, C-O-M-E-D-Y on the gram. All right. So you guys give yourself a round of applause. give the amazing Celia a round of applause, and let's get ready for a picture, shall we?
Yeah, how
Shall
can we
we?
get them up here to say something, Wes, like LA School of Comedy, like, you know, just like running past the mic, you know what I mean?
All right.
You know what I mean? That's what, like, it's happening. You're the director.
Yeah. You want me
Think
to
of
get
something.
involved? Yeah.
Get him, Bob. You
All
have
right.
cameras and stuff.
Hey, let's raise.
That's
you
the
know.
guy I want to introduce you to over there.
There we go. To be confident, you act confidently. All right. Let's get
All
some
right.
people to come
so
down
we're
to the
trying
school.
to do like a little mini thing, you know, so you can, you know, like who he is, you know, like I'm Jessica so and so. Make sure you
All right.
people
So
know
we're
who you
gonna
are.
get into character. You
know
want
what
to do
I
it
mean?
on stage
Thank you.
here?
It's falling apart. Use the price tag because I
producer.
All right. So let's do. I suggest we do a wave, right?
Okay, you do
Like-
your thing.
Like I suggest we do like a wave. You guys would do a lineup, right? Somebody says something, and then you drop the ball, and the other person says something quickly, right?
Right.
You know, LA School of Comedy, where shit happens, and people, and then the next guy says, laughs, cries, takes a shit on somebody's bed, and then so on and so forth. Does that work?
All right.
All right. If we had a ball, we can actually, you know, hand it over. But it'd be kind of like a beach ball.
It's all good.
It's all good. There we go. Let's get you to say that if you don't mind,
What
right
do you
here.
want me to say?
Okay, right there. It's so good at LA School Comedy.
From up here?
Yeah.
Don't
All right, you
fall.
stay right there.
And don't get that.
Yeah.
Don't get the white dirt.
You're gonna
You don't
shoot
have
this,
to.
right?
What's
You're
that?
shooting it right
You're gonna
now.
shoot it. Okay, so
Sorry,
take somebody to come over to me.
Everybody needs to be on stage.
Yeah. Wait, some stage and some off, but let's just get the ball rolling.
Wow.
It's on
Stand there.
camera, and so I'm
You wanna
looking
hop
at
up
the
on stage,
screen. We
Johnny?
all
Yes,
need
sir.
to be in
Okay. Here's your camera, right there.
Okay.
No,
Straight at
I'm looking
you.
at the frame to make sure everybody's on.
No, it's an automatic thing.
Oh, he can get it?
I mean,
I
the thing
can
is
stand. I
automatic.
can stand here if you want.
No, the camera's right there.
Yeah. Right there.
Right here.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
one there,
Yeah.
there's one there, and one there's one
You
here.
almost look like a poster. Holy shit. I
Big.
gotta take a double take. That was
Big.
great.
Wait, there's three.
There's three.
One's there, but
No,
he has to
we're
tell me.
only shooting on one
Yeah.
at once.
Oh, yeah, just want her to see it though, right.
Only the middle camera.
So you want us to publish the name of the school, right? LA.
School of Comedy.
Okay. And I'm gonna go LA School of Comedy.
Whatever. Yeah,
Right?
look at that.
And then
Y si
okay.
quieren decir en español,
Yeah.
mejor también, si quieren.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah.
Let's
Or
know
if
where
I
you're
want to say
jumping.
something in Spanish, donde las comedias pasan.
Right.
Donde las comedias pasan, okay?
And then Minoka jumps in and says something.
and then you guys
Right.
roll it that way fast,
I'm
okay?
gonna stand up here and say.
So you're
right?
gonna.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you're
jump.
gonna, yeah, you're gonna say.
I don't want to
no,
jump too
Where's
far.
my
I'm
mark?
gonna do it.
Hey!
My mark!
Hey,
Mark
Ryan, Ray,
isn't
Kate, whatever
there.
your name is. We're good to go. Ready?
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna,
right,
I'm gonna
LA
go.
School
I'm
of
gonna go
Comedy.
first,
Yeah, please.
right?
No,
then,
anytime you're ready.
And then you're gonna say you're gonna direct us when to start, right?
But now's a good time.
Right?
No,
Sorry?
You're gonna say ready, set, shoot. Or,
I hate doing this. Say
ready?
that. You're so-
Ready?
You guys rolling?
Everybody ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Action.
LA School of Comedy, where las comedias pasan.
Whoa, LA School of Comedy, it's all good!
LA School of Comedy cured my erectile dysfunction.
LA School Comedy makes me feel better about myself.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
LA School of Comedy, what a place!
Oh yeah.
LA School of Comedy, where laughs become laughier.
Oh yeah.
LA School of Comedy where we are, and you ought to be on.
Right.
Alright, perfect.
That
All
was
right.
perfect.
Gonna get one
Welcome.
picture of all of us.
All right, all right.
Make credit this
One
Let
shot,
him get a
guys.
shot.
put this
Let
with
Minoka have a shot.
With you, son.
All right.
Everybody, just one shot. Well, wait. You know what?
shot.
You're gonna have to do it.
I'll take care
Exactly.
of
Just one shot. That's what they said to Lincoln.
That's what they said when I was at the bar.
Well, other than that, how was the play, Mr.
No, what do you mean you don't have pajamas on?
Great Merita.
Wait, okay, wait, you alright?
Yeah, I'm great.
There we go. Okay.
Good.
Cool.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right.
Go.
Make sure to share. The
Unless I
sharing
get a
is
shocker in
Who
it.
cared?
sharing.
Every
We need to
photo.
redo
There
this.
we
Shaka
go.
was not involved.
I did it. No, you just
Wait,
did
wait,
it.
wait.
All right, it's time for a whiskey shot.
I know.
Every photo.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter.
That's your
That's my thing. That's my,
That's your-
when I was a kid,